Hi, I'm Krista Gibson, and this is Growing Older and Wiser. So today I wanted to ask you a question. I sort of talked about this a bit back in June. I was looking at my notes, but this is a little different. And the question I want to ask you is there anything in your life that you're not doing because of your age? Now let me explain what I mean. In June when I talked about it, I was talking more about bigger things like traveling. Are you staying home a lot? And did you really want to go to Spain? Did you really want to go to Europe? Whatever. And finding ways to incorporate those things in your life, even if it means doing traveling by television shows or whatever. If physically you're not capable of doing what you want to do. This is a little different, and I'm going to say this has been on my mind a lot recently, and I'm not sure why, except I'm supposed to talk to you about it. But I have a very dear friend, my astrologer, Libby, who lived in Washington State, and I knew her for a number of years. And when she was and she's passed now, a couple of years ago, when she was in her 80s, she had a German Shepherd. Well, she actually had two, but she had one German Shepherd. Her spouse was gone, so it was just her and her German Shepherd. And the dog passed away, old age, as happens with our dear companion animals. And she told me that she wasn't going to get another dog. And I said, Libby, why on earth are you not going to get another dog? And she said, well, at my age, I don't think it's fair to get another dog. And I said, well, why? And she said, because the dog will probably outlive me. And she said, I don't feel good about having a dog and then leaving it because I die. And, much as I respected Libby and her decision, obviously it was none of my business what she chose to do, I shared with her, I think, and share with you now my thinking, which is, why would you deprive yourself of the companionship of an animal, whether it's a cat, dog, horse, rabbit, whatever, because you fear that they will outlive you? So maybe Libby was going to live another 10, 15 years. I don't know. Maybe she would outlive a new dog. But in any event, she loved having her shepherd. It was company for her. It was companionship. It was protection. All of those things that come from our companion animals. And yet she denied it to herself. And that's the kind of thing I'm talking about. And it was because of her age. So I ask you, are there things in your life that you are denying yourself because of your age? So for instance, recently I realized there's some of our dishware I just really don't like. I've never cared for it. It's too heavy. It's stoneware. And why did we ever buy it? I don't know. It's pretty, but Well, I found a part of myself holding back buying it. It's like, gee, well, I'm almost 77. Who knows if I'll be around another 5-10 years. But I'm like, Krista, what are you thinking? When you're in your 30s, you might not be around another 5 or 10 years. Why are you going to continue to live with dishware that you don't really care about that much? Why not get something you genuinely like? You use dishware every single day of your life. Why not give this other away to the Goodwill or whomever and have somebody else enjoy it and get something you really enjoy? Same thing with new clothes. Well, I don't do this anymore. I don't do that. Why should I buy new clothes? Because it makes you feel good and you enjoy having some new clothes. That's the kind I'm talking about, more the daily life things, not the trips, not, the big stuff. But my question to you is, are there things in your daily life, in your daily world, that you aren't doing because of your age? And you just kind of shrug your shoulders, well, at my age, why should I do this? At my age, why should I do that? My towels will still be good another 2 or 3 years or whatever. What I say to you is, why not, right? You could be on the planet another 20 years. You don't know. It could be 20 minutes, 20 hours, or 20 years that you are going to be around. Why not have in your life things, people, and events that make you happy. Things, people, and events that bring you joy. There's so much going on in the world right now that is not particularly joyful and happy, and people are dying, and there's wars, and people are being dishonest, and on and on. And we're bombarded with that energy every day, even if we're not physically in those spaces. So why not make this physical space where you are what you really want it to be? What makes you feel good? What makes you feel joyful? Doesn't matter how much longer you're going to live. When you were in your 30s or 40s or 20s, you didn't think that way, right? It's only as we get older that we start thinking of the termination of our life. And sometimes I think we move the time up a little too soon and realize, wait a minute, I could be around a lot longer. And again, however much longer I'm around, don't I want to have it be joyful and happy? Rather than, oh, well, why replace that? Why get this? Just be happy with what I've got. So I put that out to you and just ask yourself, is there anything in my life that I'm not doing, not getting, not experiencing because of my age, where I feel like, well, I don't know how much longer I'll be here, so why bother doing that? And if there is, what I'm going to invite you to do is look at that again and go, well, wait, why shouldn't I have new dishes? Why shouldn't I get some new clothes? Why shouldn't I get some new jewelry? Whatever it is, go ahead and do it. And if you don't want to do it, that's fine. It's up to you. It's your life. But I do invite you to take a look at that and see what answers you come up with for yourself. All right. I'll talk to you next week.